lot of steps.
Yeah. This is why I want to help people do podcasts, man, because it's a fucking lot of work.
I'd say. There's no way I could.
It's
stuck in your ear.
What's in my ear? Ew. No wonder it sounded funky. Okay. Hello, everyone. This is different.
We're missing someone.
Yeah. I'm Amanda of Two Chicks in a Pod, and this is
Paige Ryder of Ryder's Hair Design.
Yeah. So she's a guest today. Our other chick is down with an illness, so she's chilling in bed, but we're here. So So tell us about yourself, Paige Ryder. Before I tell people about you.
Before you out me. I'm just a small town hairstylist out in Livelong, Saskatchewan.
Nice.
Pretty quiet out there.
Yeah. At the Highlights Hair Studio, correct?
No, actually.
You gotta update your Facebook.
I don't use my Facebook.
Yeah, you haven't used it since 2021. I did notice that.
Highlights is the hair salon in Turtleford that I worked at prior to opening my salon, Ryder's Hair Design in Livelong.
Oh, snap.
And I would have opened that 2019, June 1st, because it was right before my daughter was born. That's why I went out on my own, is because I was pregnant and decided to work from home.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Wow, like this just became, I just didn't even realize that. So
I gotcha.
Yeah, you are an independent business owner woman in Turtleford. I freaking love, or Livelong. It's in Livelong. Okay. And you studied at MC College Trade School.
Yeah, that is right. That is right, in Edmonton.
How was that? How was your college experience?
I used to joke back then it was like a bad pregnancy. 9 months of dealing with interesting people.
Oh, wow.
It's good, but it's a school of mostly women, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
And is that good or bad?
No, it's a lot of drama.
I hate that. I hate that drama.
But if you sit back and watch it, it's not so bad. You just have to step away from it, because there was always something, whether it was an instructor or a student, someone always had a problem.
Yeah. That's too bad.
Yeah. We got interesting clients too, because you're right downtown. It's lower income because you only charge $5 for a haircut. So you get all sorts of people. It wasn't even sometimes the other students, it was your clients that.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds very interesting.
Yeah.
So you get what was your most interesting off the street walk-in?
Well, I had anything from recovering addicts to a lady who fell asleep. You washed her hair, she fell asleep. You blow dried her hair, she fell asleep. You cut it, she fell asleep.
Oh, narcolepsy.
Oh, yeah. So we were like, how do you function in real life if you can't stay awake to blow dry your hair?
Yeah. Do you think she was just doing that to you guys, though?
I don't know. And you would wake her up, she'd be mad.
Really?
Yeah. So
really?
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. I had a narcoleptic boyfriend who,
that pissed me off.
in the past, where, he fell asleep everywhere, and if you woke him up, he was mad, I wasn't sleeping.
So maybe she was just straight up narcoleptic.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's kind of weird. Also, you were once a brunette. I don't know why I wrote that down. I just was very surprised when
every
I saw you
color of the rainbow.
Yeah.
I think one time I dyed it black and it faded out to brown because it was just old box dye back when I was young.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, you captioned it Marilyn Monroe vibes, and it was. Yeah. It was Marilyn Monroe
that
vibes.
picture.
Yeah, you know exactly.
Yeah, I do.
I was deep creeping and liking your oldest post possible.
Yeah.
Just researching you. I felt like that's the right thing to do though, because last time we did an interview, I did it with Brad from Fourth Meridian.
Right, yeah, I watched
and
that.
I kind of just felt like I knew him, and so I didn't write anything down, and then we ran into some silence, as you probably saw, and so I wrote a lot of things down this time to talk to you about. Yeah. And so, so you have 2 children.
I do. Ava and Chloe.
Yeah.
They're little terrors.
Yeah. They're very young, right? Yeah.
Almost 3 and almost 1. So
you've got your hands full.
Yeah.
Running a salon and running 2 very small children.
I joke they're my little apprentices. By age 5, they should both be journeymen.
Yeah, right? Oh, man, get them sweeping the floor. Come on.
At least. They should be cutting hair by then.
Yeah, right?
At least bang trims.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cute. Do they show any interest in that, or are they still
all
too
the
young?
time? So Ava, she's the older one. She got like a little makeup trolley for Christmas. So when I'm doing like my mom's hair, she'll go get her blow dryer and try and get a round brush and try blow. Like that's how much she pays attention to know the round brush and the blow dryer together.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
Every day she gets pink and blue hair. I have little color wands, so pink hair, and we have to go to the salon. She's already like prying the door open, waiting for me to put it in.
That's so cute. I love that. It's so cool when your kids like what you do.
Yeah,
right?
it's exciting.
Yeah. And so I don't know why I wrote this down, but your father's a cowboy.
That is so funny because he is like the farthest thing from a cowboy.
Really?
Yes,
dude. I saw a picture of him like roping.
Yeah. Okay. So if any of my dad's friends were to listen to this, he'd be like, or they'd be like, Dale, a cowboy? No. But since we moved from like BC, well, it was more so I guess when we moved to Saskatchewan, we have an acreage, a hobby farm, and do you know where Leoville is?
Yes, Leoville.
So that's where that was the Leoville rodeo. So he started like doing the funny farm, and my sister rode horses, and we had friends who were into rodeoing and stuff. So he went and rode steer, and it's totally like, now it's not so out of his realm, but when he first started doing stuff like that, we're like, what midlife crisis is this?
Oh yeah. So he is though a cowboy?
Well,
now
he's a wannabe.
Nice. That's very cool. That's so
he has his funny farm.
So everybody changed. Like, I never thought I would live out on a freaking acreage. It was always the last thing I ever wanted to do, but here I am. I go and give that horse a hug often. Like, she neighs at me sometimes, and I'm like, oh, you need a hug? And I go over there. Yeah, I go over there and just give her a big hug, and she, like, just chews on my jacket. So.
Yeah, that's funny. Well, I never thought I'd be back out in Livelong, and lo and behold.
Yeah, right? Like, I've always been wanting to move into bigger cities, but, I mean...
That's me.
What we've learned in the world kind of pushes us to the outskirts, doesn't it?
Smaller is better.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and then, okay, so I don't know why I wrote this down, but you posted something that was like, you should have come. I wasn't invited. A story of my life. And I was like, I relate to that. So I wanted to talk about it. Like, have you experienced a lot of like I don't know, I don't want to say bullying, because I feel like bullying makes it seem like I give a shit, but people just
don't include, because especially once having kids, that was the biggest. People just like, you fall off the face of the earth because you can't stay up as late or go out as late, or, like, well, you can come here, you can kids go to bed at 7, but
and
then the world now and the pandemic, you kind of get the cuts to things because you don't follow everybody else's opinions.
You're not willing to lay down your beliefs and walk with the herd.
Exactly. I'd rather walk by myself, hang out with my cat and my kids.
Same. Well, yeah, my cat and my cats and my kid. And
I was already bonding with Luigi,
yeah.
so.
Yeah, Luigi likes you, but Luigi likes anyone who she gets all the love from.
Well, she'll get all the love from me.
I want to talk about your Hollywood tattoo. It's really pretty and cute. Where is it?
Right there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I wonder.
Can I see?
I'm trying to zoom in. Just keep.
There we go.
There.
Yeah.
Pretty dope.
Oh man, I would have got that back when I was in Edmonton after hair school.
Oh, really?
So back to going, well, that kind of ties into the whole cowboy thing, is I am not a cowgirl at all, but I grew up on an acreage, and so I do all the things, like Dad taught me how to work on vehicles, change your tire, the basics, how to ride horses, all that kind of stuff. But my grandpa, who is now passed, he used to call me Hollywood, because I'd go change a tire and I'd be wearing like a skirt and the big sunglasses.
Oh, yeah.
So I do it, but I did it with my city
Did
style.
it in your style,
yeah.
Oh, wow.
So that's where that's, and then after he passed, I was like, I'm going to be Hollywood. I'm going to go to Hollywood. And yeah.
How do you feel about Hollywood now?
It makes me sad.
I know.
And it kills me, because for years, that was big city, big lights, big dreams. And then, well, you know, that whole Los Angeles is the pit.
It's hell. It's actual hell. Like, I believe that now. I felt the same way. I always wanted to go to LA.
Yeah.
And when I went to LA after a Vegas trip. just because I wanted to meet a friend that I had met there. And
Yeah.
I was doing some kind of investigating of some other things in my personal life. But I went to LA, and the second day there, we woke up in the morning and went for a walk down the boardwalk at 10 a.m. And it stunk like garbage mixed with fish, mixed with like a period. And
just regret.
yeah, and as we're walking, I'm getting catcalled, but not catcalled in like a hey, catcalled in like a ooh, I bet that pussy's juicy. Like the nastiest.
It just makes your skin crawl.
The nastiest catcalling I've ever experienced. Like, and I used to say to people like, I enjoy getting catcalled. It makes me feel cute.
Yeah.
But like that was almost like God being like, no, you don't.
Yeah, you don't need that in your life.
Yeah, so I always wanted to go to Hollywood, and then as soon as I was there, I was like, this is disgusting. It's so dirty, it smells, the people are so weird and rude, and it's just not, it's not for me.
Oh, yeah. See, that makes me sad, because I know that's what it's like, but those childhood dreams, right?
And those movies, the movies they show us, they don't show us the homeless people. They don't show us that it's legal to poop on the streets there. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah,
I have had friends in Lloydminster get like public indecency for pissing in public.
Really?
Yeah, but
really?
you can take a shit.
You can take a shit on the street. It's not illegal because they made it legal. Because if defecating on the sidewalk was illegal, then that's discrimination towards homeless people. And homeless people need to use the bathroom too, and you don't get to tell them where they get to go to the bathroom. So
well, I guess, but wow.
Yeah, just honestly
Garbage.
not for me, not a place.
No.
And I spent probably like we didn't spend a lot of I was only there for 2 days, but the first group of people that I met with my friend like joked about date raping me and drugging me. Oh. And we're on like this rooftop bar. Oh. And it just felt like I was gonna get kidnapped and die. And I had like a panic attack, and I was like, Cindy, we have to go. And we went into the elevator, and I just started bawling. Jeez. And like I was just like,
I'm done.
I don't feel safe for her. I want to go home. Like, oh man, it was these there's like a certain type of man that hangs out in Hollywood that like they're known for date raping people. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Oh, yeah. So, but I gotcha. But it's like a specific type of man. Yeah.
Well, it reminds me of going to the bars, even in Edmonton. They were like, we'd go to the ranch back then. I don't know what it is now. They did change it, but the dance floor was like lowered, and these guys would just stand at the top of the dance floor looking for who was the most drunk to take home at the end. Oh yeah. Oh. And everyone knew they were doing it, but you avoided them.
Yeah, that is so gross.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't. I don't like that kind of society. I don't want that kind of society.
That's why in the middle of nowhere is where it's at.
So so the tattoo still just means you're cool.
Yeah.
But let's just forget about that place. It you know what I mean?
I'm going to make my own Hollywood.
Yeah,
Livelong is my Hollywood.
That's perfect. Your own little Hollywood. I love it. Oh, you dressed up as a doll in 2013.
Oh yeah, Halloween.
So did I. Did you? I saw it and I was like, what the fuck? I don't remember if it was 2013 or 2014, but yeah, I dressed up like a doll and like made these really creepy videos. They were really cringy. Like I was kind of like going like
yeah. Oh yeah.
It was so weird.
I did that doll outfit, I want to say 2 years in a row actually. Or maybe I've been a doll I think 2 or 3 times for Halloween.
What was the inspiration? Like, what do you?
I just like creepy things.
You like
I'm
creepy
weird.
things?
I love
like
your horror movie. I just was catching up on the podcast and was listening to the scary movie.
Oh yeah.
And I was sitting there like, yeah, that's a good one. Jeepers Creepers. I was like, that's the shit.
Oh, Justin Long, man, that was like one of his first roles. He plays such a good terrified kid in that movie. Hey, and then the end, right? Oh. Brutal. How did you start listening to our podcast, by the way? How did you find it?
Because I was following you before you started I think started following you right before COVID when you were talking about like the kids.
The Save the Children stuff.
Yeah, because I was kind of going down the rabbit hole of all sorts of different shit right before COVID. That's why all the COVID stuff, I think I was scared for about a week because I was going into the rabbit hole deeper already with Epstein and all that. And yeah. So
Yeah, that's good to know, because like I've found that the opposite has affected my life. Like ever since I did those protests and those Save the Children protests, like there's so many people that I was really good friends with that just want nothing to do with me. Yeah, and like that was even before COVID. No, that was during COVID. Yeah,
kind of like mashed together, I think. Yeah,
because like in my mind, like when I started doing those protests, like fall of 2020, COVID was over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like we were
like
way
as far as
past.
I was concerned, COVID was over. Like people were protesting for mask mandates to be over, and then we did a whole fucking another year of that. It's so like
they're stuck in a loop.
Yeah, it boggles my mind. It boggles my mind when I think about that. Like
the time we've wasted.
Yeah. And I mean, I haven't wasted a lot of time. Like I've been doing everything I would normally do. Granted, I haven't gone to the city, but like. The only thing that's prevented me from is spending more money.
Well, that's just it.
So
I've saved a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm glad that, you know, it's sometimes I know that people have a hard time with my beliefs, so it's nice to be around people who understand.
Well, even listening to your podcast at home all the time, I'm like, yeah, you can say it.
And now you're on it. Like, that's
it's so, I was like starstruck when you asked me. I'm not gonna lie.
I was like so scared to ask you, because I was like, she's gonna be like, no, like I'm not that kind of person. Like I don't know, because
well, how do you know?
But then again, so I've asked quite a few people in Lloydminster to be on it, and a lot of them are very much like, yeah, for sure, but they have no intention, intention. They don't, you know what I mean? And so it's like, but we do have a lot of people also who are like scheduled to be on, but we wanted to get the room together. But I figured you're coming here. Oh, this is also my first student. Like she came here for Amandakoopa Media.
I did
to
learn lessons.
Learn how to like maximize Instagram. Yeah, so that's fucking awesome. So
yeah,
I just thought, why not, since you're coming all the way out to our little piece of paradise,
piece of outside Lloydminster.
Yeah, let's talk. So yeah. What else do I have? Oh, you like Blink-182?
Oh, see, so then back to the tattoo. That's actually the Blink-182 colors to their one album. I don't know if you noticed, but like the
what's that one called?
I can't even.
But it's got no regrets right now. Yeah. I love that album.
Yeah, I have like all of their actual CDs.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm a firm believer of like I like to have CDs and hold them. And
that's fucking awesome. Yeah. I used to be very much like that, but I don't have a CD player anymore.
Well, my car does, but that's about it.
And when I got a car that didn't have a CD player, that's when I kind of stopped collecting.
I test drove a car. It was a Dodge Dart. Didn't have a CD player, and I told the salesman, I'm like, I don't like this car. It doesn't have a CDs player, and he's like, what?
Yeah, I know our salesman would be like, okay, bye. Like, but like they wouldn't do that. But they'd be like, a CD, like who are, like why? What do you need that for? Don't you know what Spotify is? Like that's what people would say.
Yeah,
but I like CDs because I like the book. Like
I used to read the lyrics and like memorize them, and then as a kid I'd like write out the lyrics on paper and decorate it, put it on my wall.
Oh, yeah.
Next to my stupid posters from those stupid magazines.
Hell yeah, J14 magazines and freaking Teen Bop. Hell yeah. And then the last thing I wrote down is your grad dress.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, was it cool, dude?
I was
like, what?
I still have that.
You
thing.
do?
Yeah, I do.
Wow. Can I take photos of you in it someday?
Sure.
Just
it still fits. I did. Well, might not now, but a couple months ago it still fit.
Wow. I just the look of it, the patterns of it. I'm gonna share it to our Instagram if that's okay. Because I just need people to see it. It's very like.
Oh, you should have saw my shoes that went with it. I had shoes that. There's a picture somewhere. The same colors. It was like an iridescent.
Really?
Almost had like a cheetah print to it.
Yeah. Where did you find that dress?
Bonnie Doon Mall in Edmonton.
Oh.
It was a little, that's not there anymore, but it was like a little Mulan dress shop. She was like a dress creator. That was a Tony Bowl dress, but she made dresses. She did like Fashion Week and all that stuff. It was just a tiny first dress I tried on.
Was it expensive? If you don't have to answer that.
No, back then it was it was over $500.
Oh.
I know.
That's not.
See, but I'm cheap, so I'm
no,
like...
me too. Like I'm like over $500. Okay. Like I've heard people say like 1,000.
Oh like, yeah. See, no, I want to say it was closer to the 700, but not 1,000.
See, even that like Like, not that I would ever spend that, but like...
Well, and that's why I wasn't spending that.
Yeah, I know what people have spent on like their wedding dresses and grad dresses. I know, and I'm just like, holy freaking heck. Like,
for a Halloween costume, 2 years ago, I was bride of Chucky, and I got a white dress from like an upcycle secondhand store. Oh yeah. And I'm like, this is nice enough. I could wear this as a wedding dress. Really? And it was $50.
Hell yeah. I'm like, why not?
And then, yeah, there's people with like $10,000 dresses.
Yeah, I've never understood, like, why would you want to wear something that like costs more than your rent? Right. Like,
oh, like, and I'm messy. Like, you know, me damn too. Right. So if I'm getting married, I'm spilling on my wedding dress, so I don't want.
Yeah, no. Absolutely. Wow, that's crazy. Well, this has been such a fun conversation. Yeah. We're at the 20-minute mark. And already? Yeah, I know. We didn't even have any, like, pauses or anything. Like, it was nice. Good. Do you have any, like, stories you want to tell before we, like, close her off?
We could talk about that one about my hair. About your hair? Well, because I just looked at
your hair. Yes. So, okay, I was telling her that I'm trying to wear this around, like, because... Let's be real. I don't have a day to waste and stay home when I put these in my hair. But I want my hair to be curly tomorrow. So I'm trying to, like, make this a hairstyle. Like, it's okay to go out of the house like this.
See, and, like, Edmonton, if you did that, it would be okay. I was in a salon downtown getting my hair highlighted. I had to go pick up hair color. So I went to the store, foils and all. Like, in my car at stoplights, people could see me with shit in my hair.
Space hair.
Yeah, and nobody even, like, questioned it. Not even in the hair store. They're like, whatever, we see it all the time.
Yeah, I want that. I want that because if I went out like this
you get in Lloydminster, oh yeah, they'd be like,
people are so fucked. Like,
if you put a mask on, they might not look at you funny.
That's probably true. I'll wear a button that says, I'm vaccinated. They'll be like, oh, she's doing the right thing. Everybody put their hair in curlers for fucking support of Amanda. Yeah. The world, man. I can't even deal with it sometimes.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. But, yeah, thanks so much for coming on, and... That's the end of this one, guys.
Thank you. I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah, like, subscribe, and share this podcast with your friends. I never say that. I always forget.
Do it.
But do it. Listen to Paige Ryder.
I'm going to use my new knowledge on Instagram, and I'm going to share it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's amazing. See, that makes me feel good. I'm fucking helping people.
Yeah, you are.
I'm helping people share on Instagram. Okay. That's a wrap up, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.